you gotta get it set before you can spike, right? Sure. So that's really cool. I know the golf team is playing in a Carolina Invitational. I saw they were in second place. I think it's still going on today. So we'll find out more about what's going on them next week before the show wraps. Rob, you got anything else to add about what happened this week, what it was, before we get into football?
I just wanted to follow up. Last week we talked about the cross-country team kicking a little butt up in Pennsylvania, but I did not have the runners' names. So for the men, it was Grant Crabtree from Alexander High School, Douglasville, and the girl was Caroline Tim, who is actually from Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie? New York?
New York, right around the corner from Hyde Park. So you know, pretty fancy stuff there. But she's already graduated from Princeton. So
wow.
She's just here to run.
Here to run?
And obviously she's pretty good at it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So good things going on with KSU in the sports world. Tennis also happened this week. I know they won 7 matches down at, I think it was at Georgia Southern, actually. And we'll probably get the results of that as well. But the big news, of course, is the double overtime win, 40-34 against the University of North Alabama Lions. What a great game. We just went to overtime the week before with Jacksonville State. Thought we would avoid that, but we did not. And Isaac Foster ran through 1 touchdown and caught a touchdown in overtime to lead us to a victory. And actually, we had a big defensive stop on 4th. And a long time, and I'm going to get the guy's name right, Marquise Montgomery broke up a pass in the double overtime to keep us at a 40-34 win, to a big walk-off win for the KSU Owls against North Alabama. And, of course, they've got the Central Arkansas Bears coming in this weekend, and we'll be talking about them in a little bit as well. But the biggest news on campus this week is the KSU Owls are moving to Conference USA. It was approved by the Regents office today, so this is something that's definitely going to happen. Robert's pulling up the Conference USA team. Who are we going to be playing now, Robert?
Well, the conference as it currently is set up is UTSA, which is University of Texas San Antonio.
Do you know their nickname?
Those are the Roadrunners, I believe.
That's right. Yeah.
I watched enough college basketball to keep me close on those teams.
Okay.
We have Rice, North Texas.
Also the Owls.
Correct. What's North Texas?
Mean Green.
And what did it not come from? But who went there?
It wasn't Mean Joe Green.
But that is
where he went to school. Yeah.
Makes no sense. Louisiana Tech, UAB, Western Kentucky, Florida Atlantic, UTEP, Middle Tennessee State, Florida International, and Charlotte.
So there's 3 Owls in one conference.
That's pretty crazy.
Rice and FAU and KSU. That's a flock of owls going on.
They're a flock. We're a Parliament, and we obviously know who's smarter involved.
Parliament's a great band from the 80s, too.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, very excited about the things that happen at KSU, because now when we go to a wage school like a Cincinnati, we probably get a $400,000 check. But now they're talking $1.4 million.
There we go.
There's a lot of things are going to have to change around campus. There's going to be a lot of upgrades. You have to do some certain things to be a member of the Conference USA. So it's upgraded stadium, it's upgraded facilities, and even though we're a new school, we've only been a football team for 7 years. It's a big step up to the 10th best or 10th largest conference in the United States, based on what I've heard today.
Correct. And like you just hit on, maybe their football program is only 7 years old, which means, it's a pretty new weight room, right? It's a pretty new this, it's a pretty new that. But it's new at this level. For Conference USA, everything's got to get bigger because of who you're attracting. And obviously, with this show and a few other things, NIL money is going to become very important.
Mostly this show.
Mostly this show,
yeah. So things are moving up here at Millersville House. And if I didn't mention that's where we are at Millersville House every Wednesday night from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, talking nothing but KSU Owls, football, and other sports. So very happy to have our regular crowd out and some new people tonight. So hooty-hoo to everybody.
And I will have my blinders on for the last half hour of the show because the Braves will be on.
And
I won't be looking at Larry's face to see what happens.
Well, it's a good thing we're doing the athlete first, so you won't have why don't we go ahead and do our Modern Image commercial, and we'll get into our athlete of the week.
Modern Image. Modern Image is a locally owned documented photograph scanning company that helps clients secure and use paper files and photos. Whether it's important business files or sentimental family photos and videos, Modern Image is dedicated to helping clients solve problems around paper.
Go Dogs.
Go Owls, who do you?
Yeah, I get paid to say it. All right. Like I said, great news, Conference USA, and I'm going to ask our next guest. One of the questions for him is, man, don't you wish you would be playing in Conference USA? Kareem Taylor. Everybody put your hands together for Kareem Taylor. A big hoo-hoo. Look how calm and cool this guy is. So my first question, and I know Robert generally leads this questioning, but what the heck do you do down in Greencon, Georgia?
Really not too much. Just kind of, study, focus on your sports, focus on the things that, kind of more support to you. That's really much all there is to do.
So I went to Georgia Southern.
I was going to say, he went 4 years of the best years of his life right around the corner.
2 years.
Okay.
I went KJC first.
Okay.
2 years of my life were at Georgia Southern, and there's not much. This was in the late 70s. There wasn't nothing going on in Greencon.
Nothing but sports, right?
Sports is all that matters. At that time, intramural sports. But yeah. So go ahead, Robert. I just had to sneak
Oh,
that
no,
question.
absolutely. Hey, I'm all about it. So I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So Kareem, you're out on a date that's going pretty good. You're starting to feel like this night is going to end well for me. Your food gets delivered, and when it gets delivered, you realize that your waiter is a guy you used to play against, and he recognizes you and kind of gives you a little smirk as he's handing you your food. Which school's alumni are you most worried about him being from? Is he from Effingham County? Is he from Brunswick, or is he from Glen Academy?
I would go with Glen Academy.
Glen Academy,
Yes, sir.
and they're just backstabbing.
Nah, yeah, we definitely had a couple tough games down there, for sure.
So my biggest question is, do you tip the guy?
Definitely not get a tip.
That's what I want to hear.
I'm not sure he's eating the food at this point. But
Right.
definitely not going to tip.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I was looking up your conference standing or your region standing. When you went to South Effingham High, were you guys still playing these schools in the Augusta metropolitan area, Martinez and Evans and those?
No, sir. We moved kind of up in our area,
Right.
the Savannah area, a little bit of Brunswick as well.
Because that's a brutal one now.
Right.
That's a 2.5-hour drive through nothing to get to.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we definitely cut that out. So it's more the inner city schools, kind of in Savannah area.
So when you were at South Effingham High, mostly from your place to Brunswick were most of your games?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much around that area. Like I said, as far as Brunswick, we only went as far as Brunswick. Ware County, kind of down there as well. Yes, sir. But mostly in the Savannah area, around that area.
Are there any schools that I missed that maybe you dislike more than Glen Academy?
I would definitely say Effingham County, our rival.
Right.
Obviously them, but Jenkins as well. We didn't like Jenkins a lot. Jenkins High School in Savannah, so we didn't really like them a lot. Yes, sir.
I like it.
Have you always played on the defensive side of the ball?
No, I actually started off. I played running back my whole life actually, and they switched me to linebacker like my junior year of high school. It's just pretty much just stuck there and just kind of did both actually back and forth, played both running back and linebacker for them. So it was definitely a different experience, but it was adjustment. I liked it overall.
Which you like better, offense or defense?
I always pondered on this question. I really don't. I have to say defense. I'll go ahead and say defense. Definitely defense for sure.
You'd rather hit than be hit.
Yes, sir. Definitely rather hit than be hit.
The one thing that amazes me about all these KSU athletes that we've had on here, it's always yes, sir, no, sir. Somebody's doing something right over there at KSU. It must be Coach Bo, or you were raised right down there in Ridgeville.
Yes, sir. Coach Bo definitely, and as well as raised right, for sure.
Coach Bo looks for the kids who already know yes, sir, no, sir, and then he makes sure they know it forever out.
Right.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
So, did you grow up a Southern fan? Georgia Southern fan?
Not really, honestly. More of just, I never really had a favorite team. You know what I mean? Obviously, I always supported my Georgia's teams as well, but definitely went to a lot of Southern games. You know, Southern Statesboro on a Saturday is pretty crazy. It's pretty
Half-hour
great.
drive or
Yes, sir.
something?
About a half-hour drive, 30, 45-minute drive, not too far from where I was staying, but definitely great atmosphere for football. They definitely take football very seriously.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
Well, I have to say this. I've never been to a game at Georgia Southern. They didn't have football when I graduated.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
When KSU plays down here
How
in
old
2
are
years,
you, Chuck?
older than anybody you know. So I am going to go down there for the KSU Georgia Southern game.
Yes, sir. I definitely make that one too as
I
well.
know.
We'll
When
sit together.
Okay, yes, sir. Got you.
I know that picture of you and Red Grange when you both graduated was priceless to me.
Kareem doesn't know who Rick James is.
Have
No,
no
no,
idea.
no, but there's some really old people who don't know.
Yeah, Bobby's laughing over here. Bobby Clay, my friend, he's laughing. So I got to ask you, how long have you lived in Levon?
Pretty much not my whole life, but probably around from 4th grade up till me leaving the college. Yes, sir.
Did you go to church down here?
Oh, yes, sir. Went to church every Sunday. I don't think I missed a Sunday.
So do you know Pastor Hobbs? Garrett Hobbs?
Garrett Hobbs?
Garrett Hobbs.
Oh my God, it sounds so familiar.
So we grew up in the same neighborhood with Bobby. And,
Oh wow.
and he's a pastor now in Rincon.
What church is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The Church of Derek Hobbs. Derek was the wildest, craziest guy there was in high school.
Those always make the best passes.
Yeah,
Huh?
And he
Georgia
moved,
Southern.
he moved 5 hours away so none of his parishioners would know it. And now, just blew up Rincon.
Well, we went to Georgia Southern, and I used to run into Derek a good bit. And then the next thing I know, he's a pastor in Rincon.
Wow.
But we're still staying in touch with him.
Yes, sir. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I know him.
So when you were originally leaving high school, you went to Shorter. How many other schools were checking you out at that point?
It was pretty much, it was a couple schools, honestly, but it was just more of what was most comfortable for me, and, my family as well. So I definitely always wanted to stay in Georgia, just kind of be, Georgia grown the whole life, you know what I mean? So that's definitely played the biggest part of my decision.
And then you had a great career at Shorter, and then you decided, hey, I got one more year left. And what made you come down the road?
Honestly, Coach Klein was recruiting me out of high school, right? It was kind of the first year of the program, so they were already recruiting me, so I was already kind of familiar with the coaches. When signing day came, a couple of things didn't work out, you know what I mean? But I ended up going to Shorter, and I kind of just stayed in contact with Coach Klein. Obviously just checking up on me, how you doing? Doing great. How's everything going? So that's really what played the biggest decision, honestly, was just Kennesaw just always felt like I was already a part of the program, to be honest. So that was definitely played a big part in my decision for sure.
Now, your last year in Shorter, if memory serves me correct, and I memorized as much as I could earlier today. Your last year at Shorter was 2019?
It was 2018.
2018.
Yes, sir. My last year at Shorter was 2018, 2017 football season.
2017
Football.
But then your first year here would have been the 2020?
No, my first year here was 2018. I redshirted because of the transfer rule. Yes, sir. I had the red shirt, and 2019 was when I, got to fully go. Yes, sir.
What was 2020 like?
2020 was short, right? 2020 was definitely an adjustment. It kind of challenged our team and challenged our organization as a whole. It was crazy. It was a lot of uncertainty. You know what I mean? Just kind of gotta stay ready, right? So you don't have to get ready. So that was really the biggest thing Coach tried to echo to us.
Well, obviously you listened to him because I was looking at your numbers from. I believe you guys only played 5 spring games.
Yes, sir.
But your 5 spring games, you were a beast. So you were obviously ready the whole time.
Yes, sir.
What was it like? You're so used to getting shot out of a cannon at the end of August or something.
Right.
What's it like to hold on to that for an extra 8 months?
Man, it was an adjustment, but it's kind of like, if you want to play at the next level, you're going to be playing that kind of, crazy times. You're going to be playing pretty much all year. So that's really kind of how we try to attack it as a team. You know what I mean? If you definitely want to play at the next level, you want to be a high caliber championship team. You know what I mean? You can't let those little distractions kind of get in the way. So that was really the main thing Coach tried to echo to us.
Little distractions like global pandemic.
So you mentioned Mr. Coach Klein, which I love to refer to him as, thanks to Bobby Boucher. But, when you talk periodically, he was checking in and stuff. How many times did he say, "Are you ready to make a transfer?" Or what was that statement that
I
he
don't
made?
believe he's allowed
Okay,
to say
now
that.
I'm going.
No, we definitely
Tampering.
didn't. Nah, no, we didn't have conversations. We didn't really have conversations like that. It was more just kind of him just checking on me, make sure I was all right. Because like I said, we kind of developed a really good relationship. He came down to my school. He was actually the only coach to really come to my school and see me. So that kind of made our relationship a little bit official. So it was really always just how you doing, how's everything going, keep your head up. You know what I mean? Because I think shorter we had a tough season. First 2 years I don't think we didn't win any games, so it was a tough season. So yeah, definitely we didn't have conversations kind of like that. It was just more just housekeeping things, make sure that everything's good.
That's awesome. So, you live close to the beach. Are you a beach guy?
Actually, I am a beach guy. I'm actually not really too much of a fan of a beach now because I feel like I've been too many times.
Okay.
So maybe when I go out of town, I kind of like to go to the beach. But
What's your go-to beach in that area? I mean, I know Tybie's probably
Tybee.
the easiest to get to, but
most definitely Tybee. I've been to Hilton Head a couple times, but definitely Tybee. Tybee's just you see more people so it's kind of like more of like a big family
how
gathering.
far of a drive from Rincon was that?
It's probably about a 45-minute drive, if that. Honestly, I'm probably pushing it. It probably was more about 30, 35 if you push it.
We could get to River Street
Yeah, right.
from Statesboro in 45
Yes,
minutes.
sir.
I know that.
I just can't imagine never being that close growing up to where it's like, oh yeah, it's only a half hour to the beach.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. So, so Statesboro was the go-to place. So if you had a date in Rincon, you go to Statesboro, right? So you had something to do.
I mean,
And there was nothing. Oh, yeah.
nah, no sir, definitely not going to Guyton. It was out of Statesboro or Savannah, most likely. Pooler was just being built, newer place, kind of a lot more, family-oriented games and stuff like that. So definitely Pooler, the Savannah area for sure. I was more closer to Savannah actually.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I used to go play golf at, what's the Air Force base down there? In Hinesville.
Hinesville?
Stewart.
Oh, Fort Stewart. Okay, yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
play golf at Fort
Okay.
Stewart against that, so, yeah, I enjoyed my 2 years down at North Southern. Sometimes I wish I'd gone there all 4 years, but I'm very appreciative of my 2 years at Kennesaw Junior College. So,
Oh, wow.
junior college, back when it was very, very small. And
Oh, wow.
His eyes just lit up. He just figured out how old you are, Chuck.
I didn't even know that it was a junior college.
They don't teach that kind of math in Rincon.
They did not. Or here anymore. That's what it sounded a little harder in junior college.
Yeah, so what do you think about the move to Conference USA?
I think it'd be great. It's kind of like giving the program more exposure because, like I said, they've been competing at a high level for a very long time. So it's kind of good to see them get that recognition. Kind of just move up, challenge them. Obviously, it's going to be a challenge. It'll be a big adjustment, but I feel like Coach Bo does a great job of getting everybody prepared, getting everybody on one accord. So I feel like it'd be great for the program, great for the school. Honestly.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you told me before we went on air that you still go to some of the games.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, for sure. I called a couple of games last year, and I was actually with a different program. So I definitely called on the bye week. I think I came up for the homecoming game when they played North Carolina A&T. Yes, sir. I definitely came up for that game. I'll be at the game this Saturday, actually. I'm a quarterback for Central Arkansas. He's a good friend of mine, so I definitely want to talk some smack to him
Now,
after the game.
where did he go to school?
I'm not really sure where he went to high school. He's from up like in Wisconsin, that area. So
Where did you meet him from?
just playing, just through social media, kind of just supporting each other and things like that. I tried to get him to come out to the school I was at, but he ended up going to a different school, so it's all good. But yeah, we kind of just developed a good relationship, kind of that way. Yes, sir.
Speaking of that type of relationship, how many people do you have a relationship with that are football players at other schools that you really have never met, but you kind of bond?
Yeah. A lot of guys actually. You kind of don't really know a guy till after you play him, then you kind of develop a different respect, and then they either find you or you find them. Kind of like great game. You kind of just stick together and just support each other. Football is just a big brotherhood. You obviously want to see everyone do well, except the week you play them. So you just kind of like develop a relationship that way. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
That's cool. So, who's the most famous person in your phone?
Most famous person in my phone. I would have to say my cousin. Andre Johnson. A lot of people don't know my cousin, Andre Johnson, Texas receiver.
Did he used to play for the Texans?
Yes, sir.
Was he a multiple All-Pro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of people don't know that, but that's my cousin. I haven't seen him in a while. It's been a little while since I was younger. Once you get away from college, it's kind of hard to get back home and stuff. But yeah, definitely 4th of July, family reunions, kind of things like that. We always see him. And,
fast guy.
Yeah, very.
Where did he play college?
He went to Miami, down there in Miami.
The U.
Yes, sir.
The U. Did you have any aspirations to follow him through the U?
I did really want to go to Miami. Miami's a hard-nosed, that program is, has a lot of history of bringing out hard-nosed players.
And
for
it's
sure.
where your relative.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Yes, sir.
Andre, I don't want to. Coach Bo, you've been named as the #1 powerful person in most people's phones. This is the first time we've heard somebody, but that's big.
Yes, sir.
That's
That's
huge.
all pro.
That's huge. Yeah, cool. So if you had a five-star recruit, why do they need to go to KSU?
I would just say, just the discipline that it teaches you, not only just on the field, but off the field as well. You know what I mean? Just the program, everybody's family oriented. You know what I mean? So it's just like a really big brotherhood, and honestly, just to do something that's bigger than yourself. Untraditional. A lot of guys have been taking an untraditional route lately, so I think that'd be great for a couple of guys looking to kind of make their own name for themselves, and not just a big program making a name for them. So I think that'd be definitely a good reason why Power 5 guys should definitely come checking this all out for sure.
And it's funny because we talk about it on the show every week, and that's about to change. If you give $500 to the Georgia Tech program or Georgia or Alabama, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
If you give $500 to KSU, now you're on the ground floor of a team that's about to be in Conference USA.
Right.
And you become family, and you become part of the team. You know people, and they respect you, and they look out for you. So that's one of the reasons we like to support KSU sports. And not only that, did you, other than football, what was your favorite moment at KSU? Did you go to other sporting events?
We definitely supported all the women's teams, guys team basketball. The soccer girls will try to catch their games when we could support them. They'll come to our games, we'll come to their games. Kind of just support them. And KSU just is a huge family, honestly. Staying in the dorms around this same area, we just hang out, and it was always games, kickball and stuff like that. It snowed, to snow, sled, and just do just a lot of fun, just having relationships with your kind of your teammates.
What was your favorite event that you went to, whether it be this game, that game, or anything else, where you just kind of caught off guard by how much fun you were having at whatever? Was it girls volleyball or?
I would honestly say basketball. The girls basketball team, when I was there around, that 2018, 2019, that type of year, they were really good. So they were very exciting to watch.
I always forget her name. What's her name?
That's what she was coach, right?
Yeah.
She was a beast.
Yeah, she was. She
Georgia
definitely
Tech
had them
before she
great.
went to KSU,
Yes,
yeah.
sir, for
She
sure.
was an animal. She dropped an F-bomb at KSU, and I thought people's heads were going to explode. She was a piece of work.
She came to the Optimist Club one time and talked to us about something, and she walked in the room. You thought, I don't know, you knew it wasn't a normal speaker coming in there, because she is herself.
Yeah, she spoke with authority. For
Yeah,
sure. Yes, sir.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So, what's your go-to breakfast?
I would have to say an omelet, probably 2 blueberry waffles, some
You
grapes,
got
fruit, protein waffles though. So, yes sir, protein waffles. So,
Is that a wheat waffle?
it's like kind of wheat, but more just pretty much protein.
Not tutti frutti fresh.
Oh no, sir, not at all.
So, I have a couple more questions. But one is, how different is Kennesaw from Rincon?
Very different. Definitely a lot more to do. Definitely a great spot. Just being in, the city, only being about 20, 25 minutes away. We're kind of actually just in the middle of everything. Tennessee's not too far away. Like, we're just right in a perfect spot. If you love the city, you hate the traffic, it's kind of just a great place to be because you're kind of in between. So, it's definitely a lot different, really, really very different actually.
Any plans on going south again?
I'm really not right now, honestly. I kind of enjoyed it up here, and I like it here, so I'm probably gonna stay in this area for good amount of time. So.
And what are you doing now that you're out of school?
Right now I'm still training. It has the XFL season coming up, so I'm still training for that. Yes, sir. And just working and training. That's really much it.
So you know Darnell?
Darnell Holland, great friend of mine, great guy.
He was our first guest.
Okay,
on the
okay.
show a few weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
So Darnell was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Darnell was great.
So I know he told us that he tried out at a couple of NFL camps. Have you been to any of those?
No, I haven't. I've been to a couple XFL camps and stuff like that. But the NFL is just it's the NFL. It's a business. You know what I mean? It's very challenging. Every day somebody's coming to take your spot. It's very just a competitive league. So I think when that time comes, obviously that time will come. But right now I'm just focused on pretty much what I can control and what the best scenario is for myself. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
That's awesome. Hey, it's hard to take big steps.
Right.
Take a couple little ones along
Yes, sir.
the way and do what you can do.
So we may be coming over to Birmingham and watching the NFL.
Yes, sir. Maybe. Hopefully. Yes, sir.
That's a spring league, right?
Yes, sir. It is. Yes, sir.
Which he's used to playing in the spring.
Yeah.
Right.
At least in the spring.
So when are you? When will you find out where tryouts are and all that stuff?
It'll be at the end of this month.
At the
They
end
have
of
the
this month?
draft at the end of this month, so you pretty much figure out things from there. I think it'll kick off in January. So 2023 will be the start of 2023, new season, new league. So that'd be exciting.
Practice would be starting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure. So I'm not really sure about all the details exactly. I kind of just let my agent handle all that. So
Did you train with Darnell?
I actually trained with Darnell Train. So yeah, I did train with Darnell Train at U48 down there, right there in Atlanta, right in the Atlanta area, right by 85, right off that
Shout
exit.
out to you, 48.
Yes, sir. With Manny Rodriguez, great guy, great trainer, one of the best around, honestly.
That's cool. You got anything else?
I got nothing.
Dude,
He's answered everything so well that.
yes, sir, he did. Yes, sir, he
I
did.
just kept losing more questions.
Well, we're just tickled with that you took the time to be on with us.
No, thanks for having me.
It
For
was
sure.
a blast.
Yes, sir.
And please, you got my number. your
Yes,
phone.
sir. Yes, sir.
So keep me posted and let us know what's going on, and we'll get you back and see how your progress goes.
Yes, sir. For sure.
And maybe we'll plan a road trip and go watch you and Darnell play.
Oh, most definitely. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that for sure. Yes, sir.
All right, how about a big hootie hoo? For Kareem Taylor.
Yes,
Kareem,
sir.
thanks for being
Yes,
on
sir.
with us, man.
Thanks for having me for sure.
How cool is that?
Way cooler than listening to Larry talk.
Yeah,
No offense, Larry.
there are a lot of things that would be cool to talk about.
No, but honestly, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up the cameras, but I got a buddy who's watching a lot of these. And he likes to give me little tidbits in here. These people are awesome. Every person we have sit in that seat is so composed, so together. I feel like an idiot sitting next to him. Which, is pretty easy.
Very well mannered. You can tell they're disciplined. You can tell that they've done a lot of good things for KSU.
It's not even the discipline, and I think the expression well spoken is way out of turn. But it's when I ask a question and you're already on that wavelength, you're like, okay, well this weird guy's on this wavelength. Let me drop it. Okay, and they just always seem to be where you are.
That's cool. Well, Larry, if you would, why don't you get Kevin DeLong over here for us, and we'll get on to our fan of the day. Robert, you want to do a commercial for Red Bear, Bearcat Express?
I'll do one for Red Bear. I'll do it.
I don't know where I came up with Red Bear, Bearcat Express.
Do you need a delivery? Is it right now? Go now, please. Bearcat Express has expedited shipping on hand-carried items, car, van, or pickup. Whether it's from Memphis to Charlotte, Atlanta to Athens, or Augusta to Dothan, and all points in between, we've got all the drivers to get your stuff where it needs to be. Whether your passport's still on the dresser, your 7-iron isn't in your bag, or you have a dog that hates to fly, Bearcat Express with their live tracking capabilities is the team to turn to. We are the go-to courier in the Southeast USA. Check us out at BearcatExpress.com.
That's BearcatExpress.com. Blair Cook, thank you again for the sponsorship. Happy to have you with us. Welcome our fan of the week, Mr. Kevin DeLong. How about a big hootie hoo for Kevin DeLong? Kevin, welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're happy to have you here. My first question, I did a little reading on your bio and your LinkedIn page. Is there really a measure of professional selling at KSU?
Look, I'm gonna give you the raw experience here.
That's what I want.
In the class of '98, Kennesaw State was one of 3 colleges with the BA in professional selling, right?
Shouldn't that be asked?
Yeah, that's what we do in sales. But that's
Exactly.
But if you look at today, Kennesaw State hosts a national collegiate sales competition. There's over 115 universities that have expanded the programs and have created that degree program in the universities. Now it's spreading not just in the U.S. but across the continent in the U.K. I've been a huge advocate in recruiting from the competition in England.
Before you can BS, you have to be A.
B-A-Y.
Owl.
B-A-L.
Be now, because who? That's where it comes from. My son just graduated,
From here?
Yeah, from Kennesaw State. I'm gonna give him a shout out to Gardner.
Absolutely.
Right now he's on pace to be Rookie of the Year, so good for him. Kudos.
Hey, and many years from now, when he has a child and he comes here, it'll be like, well, I'm kind of a legacy. That's a term that you hear used for this school, that school. But at some point in time, it will be here, and he might be one of the first ones.
Yeah, but if you go ask him that, he'll just tell you it's a bunch of BS because he grew up with his old man, right?
He learned BA from the best.
Oh, yeah.
Sound like my sons. Yeah. That's awesome. So how did you obviously went to KSU. You graduated when?
I graduated in December of '98.
Okay. And where you from originally?
Man, that's a loaded question. I was a semi-military brat. Spent most of my childhood growing up overseas in Guam.
I remember you told me that I'm from.
Yeah. So having lived in Guam, born in California, lived all over the country, Florida, Texas, lived a little bit in Japan.
How long were you in Guam for?
So I moved to Guam. So I visited frequently when we lived in Japan when I was really young, and then I lived in Guam permanently from '81 to '87, and then I moved back to Southern California to finish high school on my own, and then walked on at San Diego State, got on soccer.
So middle school? Were you in middle school when you were in Guam?
Yeah, just wrapping up middle school and moved over there.
So my question for you, for people who will never get on a 37-hour flight to go somewhere, do you feel the need? Do you go to all these other beaches and you're like, sorry, you just don't know what Guam, Tahiti, and everything else are offering? Is it that much better?
It is that much better. The beautiful thing about where I grew up, we have a beach called Aruna now. That's our family beach. We got 96 acres on the northwest Philippine seashore. The best sunsets in the world, right? What better place to grow, And
it sounds like it might have St. George's Island beat by just
a little bit, on low tide you can walk ankle deep water out to the edge of the reef, and you go just sit there and start pulling mahi off the reef, right? So it's deep water right there.
I can only imagine. How often have you ever gone back to visit?
My dad passed away unfortunately 4 or 5 years ago. So I was back for that. I went back to do what I do best. I cook, right? Tailgating is.
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
We'll get into that, but I grew up cooking on an open fire, and that was my thing, right? So I go home and I cook for family and friends that I haven't seen in a long time. So I try to get back. I'm itching to get back very soon. So
can't wait for you to.
So you graduated in '98. What made you decide to get involved in tailgating 17 years later?
Well, it's interesting. So, the Owl Lounge is the name of our tailgate, right? It was founded in 2015, Brown and Russell. He and I actually graduated together, and it was funny because when we graduated, they had just announced that they were going to research football at Kennesaw State, and Brandon and I went on about our careers, and we did our thing. Back then, cell phones, most social media, we weren't that connected, right? So a little bit old school. In 2014, just so happens with all this data starting to come out, we're going to go do this, right? And we ran into each other at a Home Depot parking lot. It was like, dude,
where everybody runs into each other.
Yeah, and it wasn't football. It's like, dude, man, you got to come. Let's go to a basketball game. And I hadn't been to a basketball game. We were doing pretty well back then. And So we reconnected. I had an old sports injury. I had my hip replaced in 2015, so I missed the inaugural season. And then in 2016, I joined in with the tailgate. We were just throwing tents up on the grass and doing some stuff on the goal line right in front of the stadium. The pie caps were out, and everybody's all, we're all huddled up. But Brandon and I just came over, and we started having this vision around, man, wouldn't it be cool if, and here's where our professional selling degree comes into play. There's a lot of BS and what ifs, right? So we get into this whole picture painting process. So, man, what could it be? And now you look at it a couple of years later, and man, we plan out, our full tailgate season before the season starts. We have 4 or 5 families now that are pretty consistent. I love my Owl family. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I get to it.
It's all good.
So
that's what we're here about.
Yeah. There's a story behind that. But we just had this whole vision, like let's have a place where let's bring kids in, let's bring family, community. We really wanted to create a vibe that was just exciting, that when people saw it and people came to experience it, that it was just going to be like a plague that just grew, right? We want to see that gold lot. We want to see all the lots just black and gold all the way through and through. So that's kind of been the mantra of us building out the Owl Lounge, right? So, I came up with a slogan, make them pray. So we have our own slogan. Pray is P-R-E-Y, because we are birds of prey, right? For 2 years I go around saying, who, make them pray. And people are like, what are you going to pray about? I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm Catholic. I just pray whenever someone tells me.
Yeah. My wife's boss to this day still says that is the best slogan ever made.
Make them pray.
Ever made. Make them pray. Yeah, make them pray.
I like it.
Hooty hoo.
And going back, I know he doesn't have enough time to tell you everything he does and make sure there is a successful tailgate. But landscaping is one of them. They make sure they cut their own little section of grass and everything else. But I mean, this is somebody who wants to make sure there's nothing in the way.
Yeah, we posted that on Facebook. I'll share it with you guys. You feel free to share that out. We get up and Friday night we cut grass. We're blowing a lot. We're up there with shovel. Picking up the cake from the off season. It's just caked into all the gutters, and we try to keep it clean space. It makes it fun. We're gonna eat there, so you might as well. We want to make it look good.
That's
We all clean plate.
Yeah. So keeping a clean house, it draws people in, makes it fun.
And we did tailgate from Thompson Hall's tent this week, but we'd love to come here too.
Man, homecoming, bring it. This year the menu's set. I'm doing smoked mac and cheese. I'm really well known. I cook really good barbecue. Based on everybody's feedback. But I'll tell you what, my baked beans, people they just stop on baked beans. They'll just go eat baked beans. And
I'm a baked beans guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big baked beans guy. Unless my wife's around and she says I'm not allowed to have baked beans.
You're outside the baked beans.
Yeah, you're outside. Hey, the good news is the nest is outdoors. So come game time, it's all good.
There you go. You talked about this vision. So what does your vision board look like for when we join Conference USA? Are you excited about that? Or?
We are excited about that. I look at Conference USA as a huge shot in the arm, right? I mean, if you look at programs in general, and in a former role professionally, I used to go to the NACTA conference with the athletic directors, and you hear about the NIL programs and the impact of athletics. And if you look at trying to get into a conference, I mean, it's very difficult right now, right?
Absolutely.
Because the amount of money. But I think the opportunity for Kennesaw State, if we get our community, to really see what this does for not just the university and the athletes that come to play here, but to see what it does for the businesses around our community and supporting us growing as just a community socially, right? It's huge. It's just a huge thing to be able to go do that. I think it's exciting.
I do too. I don't know if you heard us talk to Kareem about that, and Carrick brought this up on our very first show. If you give $500 to Georgia or Georgia Tech or Bama, you're not going to get a thank you.
No.
But your opportunity now is to get on the ground floor of the second largest school in the state that's going to be in the 10th best conference in the country.
Yeah.
And Conference USA. So what a great opportunity for the community and, like you said, business owners to get on board now.
Yeah, and, and I look at it, and Carrick and I talked about this a little bit a couple of weeks ago, but you sit down and you look at what small businesses are struggling with today is visibility, right? I mean, my neighbor is, he's, vice president of ticket sales for the Hawks, and, one of the things I talked to him about, they're all programs, all athletes, they're all trying to fill the seats, right? And there's got to be an incentive to fill the seats. Like, how do you do that, right? Do you bring in, and, I was sitting here talking with Renfro about this a few minutes ago. Well, man, what if you went and got all the small chefs across Cobb County that are trying to start new restaurants, and you put them in and you go and seed your community, right? Guess where that fostering environment comes from that feeds your tailgates, feeds your suites and your the whole state, however you want to structure it. Like, there's different ways of going at it, right? But what that does is it draws in. It's like, wow, if they're supporting it, what am I missing? It's that what's missing. It's that question mark. Creating curiosity is awesome.
It's so funny because I used to create grassroots marketing campaigns for Fortune 500 companies. General Motors was my biggest client, and their slogan was butts and seats. You got to get the butts and seats, and it's no different from the local restaurants. Their job is to get butts and seats so they order food.
Yeah,
so marketing is a great tool. So.
Yeah, and I spent some time talking to some of the guys that you talked to Milton, last year about, maybe doing some competitions, bringing the student population closer to the game, and doing some things there. And I'm working on some of those things. I'm pretty excited about it. And, the Owl Lounge, look, I have a great family behind this, right? The Nicely's, the Russells, Boots, everybody behind it, right? So we even, my neighbor's son just walked on this year, right? They joined the Owl Lounge in our family.
Former Kennesaw Mountain Mustang.
Yeah, absolutely. Go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs.
Mustangs have 15 scholarship-offered players on their team this year.
Robert's the announcement for their home games.
That's just wow, right?
It is. And, Connor Lou got the biggest one a couple of years ago, and they're sticking with Miami right now. But just amazing what Coach Dylan Carmine has done with that program.
Yeah, and and I'd love to see a lot of the high school programs come out and be at games, man.
Sure,
it'd be fun. We do it in basketball games. Let's do it in some football games.
I know they tried
Fire
that.
it all up.
First year Kennesaw Mountain played North Cobb. That's 230 Bank. I was there for that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of wild. But it's a sense of community. You mentioned on the tour about families, and it's going to take about 20 years before KSU can be mentioned in the same breath as Georgia Tech and Georgia. But the more you indoctrinate your kids to be Owls, the more and more they'll grow, the more and more they see it, and it's just like viral marketing, really.
Yeah, this last weekend we were tailgating, and I tried to get around and meet new folks, right, in the tailgate spectrum, and I met Mr. Red. Mr. Red's son, sophomore at Kennesaw, and he's a transient from Florida. They just moved, their whole family moved up here from Florida. Big UCF boosters. Guess what? He was talking. We were sitting down and we talked for about 45 minutes about how UCF was where Kennesaw is today.
Right, not too long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. And you sit down and you look at how they fill the stands today. It's just a momentum. It's a Conference USA boost that you mentioned before. That's going to bring more scholarship opportunities. It brings more visibility to corporate sponsorships and money to help support that. But it also supports the growth that's pretty healthy, right? You get that kind of energy, the student body can't avoid it,
And something that really set up well with Conference USA is currently when you look at all the schools, it's how many large markets they tap into. You got UABC, you got Birmingham, you got Charlotte, you got Charlotte, you got Middle Tennessee, so now you got Nashville.
Sign me up for New Mexico, man. I want to go there in the fall.
There's a lot, and I know Florida International or Florida Atlantic. One of those is I want to say Orlando, and one of them's Miami or something.
Fort Lauderdale, I think.
Yeah, so both of those are old customers of mine. So I met with them. We did some wireless project back in the day when I was working at CDW for their arenas and whatnot. And those schools are massive, right? I mean, you're talking about they got 100,000 plus students.
But we've got all those big cities to watch football games, and we're gonna have some.
Look, if you tell me I'm going down to West Palm Beach and Fort Lauderdale to go watch a football game in the fall, road trip, I'm in.
FIU is where the Dolphins train, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They train down there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And some famous names have passed through there. That have wore some championship rings. Mr. Kiffin. He's
Yeah.
an assistant, right? He's been
Yep.
down that way.
Coach down there for a while.
Yeah.
For a youth
Yeah.
season.
Good thing that Tennessee fans not still sitting at the end
Todd,
of the bar when
yeah.
you brought up his hip.
Yeah. Yeah, he might
Yeah.
have thrown something. Yeah.
Well, well, he left because there's no defense. Oh,
Now I'm
sorry,
really
Brandon.
glad
That one
Todd's
was
off.
for you, buddy. I had to plug that one. Tennessee games have been dominant in the tailgate this last couple of weeks.
I tell you, there's going to be some fun football out there this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It should be quite the game. Quite the game. Well, Tom, Kevin, we certainly appreciate you. Tom, we certainly appreciate you coming in and sitting with us. We'd love to have you back sometime.
Man, I'd love to be here anytime. And, I'd love to have you guys, if you guys want to come for homecoming. We got pork, chicken wings, venison shoulder.
Yeah. I'm going to eat venison.
There's going to be a picture of me 30 years from now. This is what it looked like when he started doing the show. And here he is after going to more tailgates than he knew.
Yeah.
More than you can ever.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And it's probably too early if you're going to be broadcasting, but we do beer mimosas on homecoming.
Yeah.
It's pina colada IPA and orange juice, and it is the bomb because
I'll bring my wife for that.
while I cook, my peer Brandon, he is the brewmaster. So he has a homemade recipe pina colada IPA. He's really good.
You gotta have.
Very
You
awesome.
can't just have a bunch of brewmasters. You can't just have a bunch of cooks. You gotta have a little bit
Yeah.
of everybody.
We refer to our homecoming as the barbecue and brew.
That's a cool thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I've got you on my speed dial on my phone now, and I'll send you a friend request on Facebook. And
Yeah.
stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Love to
I'll
have you
add you to the Owl Lounge. Hooty hoo.
Thanks, Kevin.
Go Owls.
Big hooty hoo for Kevin DeLong, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to get Will Renfro over here for our weekly segment. Will, is Will still around? Here he comes. Will the Thrill Renfro, ladies and gentlemen.
Will has to wonder what he did in a former lifetime to bring on the angst known as Chuck's Chumps at the end of the show.
Well, I told Will earlier, I said, you don't have a problem being on again because you're the only one that laughs at my Scotch jumps. So I really want you on. And he had no problem with it.
Will is just a very nice guy who likes to humor you with his chuckles.
He's got a good
I
chuckle.
feel sorry. You need somebody to laugh at your jokes.
Yeah, and Charlie's not here. Charlie would do it. Charlie's avoided me like the plague. Not you, Charlie. A different Charlie. Charlie promised us cookies for like 2 years now, and we haven't seen them yet. So it hasn't been that long, but it's
Maybe not quite that long.
quite long. But we still expect
Hey, all I can say is that she's agreed at some point to probably make me some cookies. I'm good with you, Charlie.
All right, real quick, Mr. Will, tell us about your take on the Conference USA jump.
Well, I'm very excited. I mean, I just want to be Jacksonville State every year, and I'm pretty upset about what happened this year. So, overtime loss is not something that sits well with me. So I'm ready for that. Also, we get more shots at Liberty. Who else went to Conference USA?
I don't think
Sam Houston.
Those are all schools that have been named to go there, but are not currently there.
Well, they're transitioning there now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they have actually already accepted or moved or agreed, and they're just not. So by the time we get there, they'll be there. So
We go
those are,
25, right?
I believe, what is this year? 22?
Yeah,
I think so.
25. Yeah. All right. Well, there are 4 conference A-Sun games this week as we take our trip around the sun. So,
I'd just like to apologize to everybody at home for this.
What's about to
for
happen?
what's about to happen. So 1-1 last week and 17-8 overall. My picks in that trip around the sun. So we're going to start this week in Clarksville, Tennessee, with Murray State Racers. God bless you, Steve Pearson. Traveling down to Austin P. What do you think, Brother Will?
Well, yeah, Austin P. I can't get a good beat on them. They've done very well. And then a couple weeks ago against Central Arkansas, they laid an egg. So I'm not sure.
49-20.
Yeah,
Big game.
so I think I still think Austin P. is going to win though.
It's a 4-2 team playing an 0-6 team. So most likely Austin P has an edge. But being game, so I'm going to stick with it and hoping that some of those players that left the basketball team come back and help the football team out this weekend.
At Murray State.
At Murray State.
They need all the help they can get. All right. 0-6 Murray will take a short trip down to Clarksville to meet up with 4-2 Austin Peay. The Governors will hurry down the field with a flurry of scores. The only thing the Racers will want to do is hope the games go by so they can scurry on home. All of us men know how comfortable it is to take P at home. Chomp. Murray State. Thank you, Will. That's all I have.
I think it's like charity. I have to start laughing because if you start laughing first, it's not good.
That's not work. No, I know.
I feel like the end of Billy Madison, where I'm supposed to look at it. May God have mercy on your soul. We are all dumber for having listened to that.
That's good. I like that. All right, game number 2. The Sam Houston Bearcats, spelled with a K, not a C, at the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. Gentlemen?
If you've ever been to Sam Houston, you know it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, Eastern Kentucky, equally nowhere but different state. So I'm not sure what to say about that, but somewhere in between there's a lot of bourbon. So I think Sam Houston's going to get distracted by the bourbon, and I'm going to go with Eastern Kentucky.
It's almost like you put my chuck shot, but no.
Well, he did. He thought, what would there be no chance that the guy next to me would possibly say? Surely it would be a drunk team from Texas, but Chuck was already aimed to go in that direction.
No, I wasn't, actually. I didn't want to
I'm
take
going with the
the
boys from Texas. You know, there's nothing from Eastern Kentucky, but Sam Houston, by golly, that was American.
Now, didn't they used to be the Sam Houston Institute of Technology?
I do not believe so.
So we know what their initials are, right? So Sam and the cast and the rest of the Bearcats travel up to Richmond, Kentucky, cutting off a close win over Stephen F. Austin, while the Colonels are coming off a large victory. The visiting team will play like Sam Houston Institute of Technology, and the Governors will make a statement. Chuck's chump, Sam Houston.
So you're going with the Governors in both games so far?
No, I went with the Colonels. I'm sorry. It's the Eastern Country Colonels. They'll make a statement.
Colonels and Governors.
Colonels, thank you. I got it confused. Jacksonville State at North Alabama.
No reason to think North Alabama has anything for Jackson State. I'd like to have another shot at Jackson State, but that's a different story.
Absolutely.
Our volleyball team did.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. 3-0.
They got
Twice.
We
Yes.
got that apple a couple times. Definitely thinking Jackson State on their short trip inside their state to North Alabama.
About an hour's drive, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah, if that much. I mean, there might be more Jackson State people there than North Alabama people.
Decent chance.
Yeah, and North Alabama, well, they're okay. I don't think that they're going to be able to compete with Jacksonville State this year.
A lot of speed coming out of Jacksonville State in that
Yes.
backfield. Yeah. So even in the lines then, North Alabama is in a lot of trouble. If A, Jackson State beats B, KSU, and B, KSU beats C, North Alabama, surely A, Jacksonville State will beat C, North Alabama, right? Transitive properties are not always right in football, but in this case they are. The Rowdy Roosters bounced back from their last defeat and will be dragging the Lions all over the place. Chuck's chump, North Alabama Lions. Get that Tommy James and the Shondells, right? Dragging the Lions. Bobby was for
Dragging the Lions.
All right, and of course our featured game of the week, the Central Arkansas Bears taking on the KSU Owls right here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium on Saturday at 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock kickoff.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
The previous 2 home games were at 6, so it's 1 o'clock this week, which means Will be tailgating early.
7 a.m. is our start time.
That's an early tailgate.
So there will be orange juice with other ingredients.
Lots of pulp.
Lots of other ingredients and a little orange juice. Plenty of pulp.
A special bottle of pulp that they will,
There you go.
they will infuse the orange juice with.
Infuse the orange juice. There's nothing better than
I just hope that Central Arkansas has not found their defense between last week and this week.
Boy, they gave up 52 last week.
52 points.
Yeah, to Lindenwood.
Right.
I missed that one. I had Lindenwood losing.
Right. Well, how could you have guessed that?
I don't know. Never heard of
That they're going to score 49 points and still lose.
Yeah. I'll take Central Arkansas. I'm trying to score 49. I think
Interestingly enough, they've scored 49 in their last 2 games.
Yes.
Too many teams ever score 49 in back-to-back. That's not one of those numbers that comes through.
no, it's not. So, Will, is it, do I even need to ask you who's going to win this game?
No. You know where I'm going.
You always need to ask Will the thrill because he might tell you something while he's giving it away. KSU really big. Both these teams only have 2 wins, but there couldn't be anything more similar about them than that. One of these teams is on their way out. One of these teams is on their way up.
Whether it's Xavier or Murphy, I think the run game will be extremely strong this week. And I think we'll score often and score a lot.
I agree.
Right. Chuck's Chuck. As a yogi, one who has a high level of ASUN football knowledge, I can tell you about the Bears of Central Arkansas. They will be leaving town with a lot of boo-boos. You think they can win? Well, I say, oh, boo. If I am wrong, but I am not, I guess you will all be able to say I blew it. Blew the Bear. That would be good. The Owls will not have to go to OT this week. They have had all they can bear. Go Owls.
Wow.
They're not the only
Central Arkansas Bears
who
is
have
Chuck's
all
Chuck.
they can bear.
We've had all we can bear of that.
Yes, we have. Would you be glad when football season is over?
Oh my God, I have no doubt whatsoever that you were going to turn lacrosse picks or something else into Chuck's
You know, there are a lot of basketball games every week. That might be fun. This was all Carrick's idea. Chuck's job. He said you need to do something like winners losers.
When somebody throws out something like that, I don't think you can tell them this is what they were asking for and blame it on.
But I want to.
You can do. You can always do whatever you want.
All right, so again, thanks for having Will the Thrill Renfro with us. And Carrick, you coming over? You got something to say, or you're just standing up? I wouldn't say about stupid, but you are standing there. What's that?
We have the presidential investiture tomorrow.
The presidential investiture of Cat.
Catch swag.
Yeah. Yeah, come on ahead. Come on here. Get Larry, the engineer's microphone.
So, let's see. The KSU Alumni Association vows to nurture positive relationships between our graduates, the university, and the many external communities served by our institution.
Very good.
Wow, that was.
Can you tell somebody wrote that for me?
That was a lot of fluff.
Was that your father, the econ teacher that taught?
They're letting me sit behind the chancellor, too. That's a little scary. I might flick his ear or something.
Will we have like the rabbit ears?
Yeah,
the chancellor?
maybe so, yeah. Sonny doesn't like me anyway, so we'll see.
I don't care what sentence you write. If you put a little basketball pump and you pump it up, then you get that station.
I like that.
That was good. I liked it.
Well, always, we welcome our fans for coming out. Jan, thank you for our flag. We have our KSU flag that we have up here. So look forward to seeing everybody next week after a KSU victory over the Central Arkansas Bears. Until then, congratulations on moving to Conference USA, and everybody have a big hootie-hoo week. Hootie-hoo! Hootie-hoo!